And hello there, it's Dr. Brenda, sociologist, financial coach, founder of Gutsy Women Finances Community, full-time RVer, traveling the country with my three cats. Hey, please subscribe below and hit that bell to be notified of new videos. If you already subscribed, thank you so much. Whoa, I'm coming at you today from Maumee Bay State Park, and this is right along Lake Erie. Now, the photo you see is shows the diversity of this state park. You've got some marshland, you've got beachfront on Lake Erie, you have lakes, you have fishing lakes, swimming lakes. It is a really great park, and I am happy to report that the campground is equally as great. So I'm going to give this a 4.5 out of 5 campfire review. I stayed here for 11 days in the first part of July 2022. Had a delightful time. So let me show you what's going on and why it gets 4.5. First of all, the campsite. This is a very spacious campsite, and what really makes this special is uh, I've got a lot of space between me and my neighbors. I have bushes and trees. I've got a meadow behind me. I can actually walk to a little lake behind me. It is very private. Um, I will tell you though, this is an electric only campground. So as far as I know, I don't see any full hookup options. In fact, there is no water at your site, so you've got to come prepared. That being said, as long as you know what to expect, you've got 30, 50 amp power, but you got to fill up your water tank and you got to use the dump station. As long as you are, clued into that and you're set, this is a fabulous campsite, picnic table, campfire pit, and a little grill. But it's just very well manicured and very spacious. Really, really love the campsite. Restrooms, 4 out of 5, very clean, tiled. You can. It's decent. Good restrooms. 4 out of 5. Amenities and trails. There is a lot to do. Hiking trails, biking. You can rent a bike here. There's a golf course. There's a swimming beach, and there's also beachfront on Lake Erie. Very spacious campground. Lots and lots of shelters. You have a lodge. You have cabins that you can rent or cottages. Just all kinds of things for you to be able to do in this campground. So 5 out of 5 on the amenities and trails. Going to also go with a 5 out of 5 on safety. And one thing I note in the video later is, these streets, this is a big park and everything's 20 miles per hour. And now on the weekend, I saw, law enforcement nab several speeders. So, safety, I felt like there were hosts around. I felt like there were people around checking to see, to make sure that we were safe. I give it a 5 out of 5 on safety. Cleanliness, they're going to come down to a 4 out of 5 because I can't find recycling. I could find some recycling over by the lodge and maybe by the golf course, but everything I see here in the campground is trash, garbage, no recycling options. Again, they do a good job. I don't see litter around, but the lack of recycling, I'm not sure what that's about, but it would be great to see some recycling options. Value. The price here now is $29 a night, plus you've got your reservation fee. Again, it's electric only at 30 or 50 amp electric. Value, based on the fact that it's just electric, I was tempted to put it down from a 3 to a 3, giving you base, $29 for electric only. But the campsites are so great. The spaciousness, the cleanliness, everything brings that value up. So I'm going to go with a 4 out of 5. All right. So it gets Maumee Bay State Park in Oregon, Ohio, 4.5 out of 5 campfires. Stick around for the video. If you stay here, let me know how you liked it. Add some notes in the comments. Give us some tips. I hope to see you out on the road. And hey, happy camping. You guys take care now. Bye-bye. This is the campground entrance. You are going to pull over to the right and park your rig here. This guy just registered, so we're gonna watch him go through. You're gonna go inside, give them your registration information, and they will give you all the information you need, a map of the campground, 2 tags for your vehicles. Also, if you want to rent a bicycle or get some campfire wood, they've got that available here too. I rented a bike the other day. It was $5 plus tax for an hour. I believe you can spend, I think you can have it for the day for maybe $25. Just single speed bikes. You can rent yourself a bicycle made for 2 if you dare. Some bikes, smaller bikes for kids. So that's a pretty good deal. Also, one of my favorite things to look for is the little library, and there is one right next to the camp store. So if you have a book to bring, if you have a book that you'd like to pick up, there you go, the little free library. Yes, one of my favorite things. So once you've checked in, you are set to go play. And this is my campsite. I'm in campsite number 57. There are about, I think 20 sites in each of these little offshoots, little pods, I guess. And very generously sized, very well maintained. I have some pretty decent shade here, some shade trees. No problems getting my catio set up. Right now it looks a little sparse. We're expecting rain overnight, so when it rains I put the cat tunnel and cat furniture and my hammock inside, so they are tucked away for the night. I've got a picnic table and a fire pit with a little grill on top. And yes, campfires are allowed here at Maumee Bay State Park. Now, one thing to remember is this is electric only. So let's go around to the back, and yep, I've taken the liberty of really securing my catio, make sure it doesn't be swept away with the wind. So this is my site, and I am here for a total of 11 days, early July. I have 30 and 50 amp, and things are cranking up pretty good. So the outlet box, I did have a couple of instances when I first hooked up the circuit blew, but once the AC got powered up and I got a good temperature in there, haven't had a problem since. It is the 4th of July. That means this place emptied out earlier today. So I'm going to take you across the road so you get a good perspective of an empty site. Spacing between sites, I'm going to say it's exceptional. You're not really bothered much by your neighbors. And hey, before I forget, boy, that one's empty too. Before I forget to show you this, yep, another empty site. And they do keep this pretty clean. You can see it's do a good job of mowing the grass. And there are these little cut-throughs between the sites. But also, let's go back here. Come on, guys. Let's go along on an adventure today. So this is right behind my campsite. And throughout this park, you're going to find these little lakes tucked away. Very accessible, at least this one is. But I have found a lot of the campsite areas have pretty easy access to these wonderful little lakes, and sometimes I've seen people fishing on them. This lake, I've spotted a pair of swans. Gorgeous sunset one night after a stormy day. So you can come back here, relax. They have areas around the lake mowed, so you can just hang out, try to catch a breeze, get a beautiful view, and then head right back to your RV. So that's really a great perk. There is nobody behind me, just this meadow and this wonderful lake. Big thing to remember here is you do not have water or sewer at your site. Periodically you're going to find these areas where you can dispose of your gray water, so that's helpful. And at least this one is right towards the front of my little pod of campsites. You can fill up here, fill up your water tank. Most people, what I'm finding, fill up their water tank at the dump station when they enter. So we'll show you that next. I'm at the dump station. Most people fill up their tank here. There is one on this end as well as one on the other end. You're going to find garbage bins. The one thing I am not finding is recycling. So not finding any recycling options in the campground. Maybe it's somewhere I haven't found them. 2 dump stations, 256 sites. It's a lot of dumping for 2 sites, but I'll tell you what they have done to make it go a little faster is they have provided hoses. I have never seen this done at a campground. Speeds up the process. So you've got 2 hoses provided, and again, there's nice that they've got a place for you to fill up your tires if you need air. More trash bins, and on this side as well you can fill up your water tank. This place can be very busy. This morning a lot of people were headed out, and there was a line of 6 or 7 trailers all waiting to use the dump station. So if you can avoid the busy times, which for many of us is Sunday mornings, but if you can avoid those busy times, the process can go pretty fast. Good dump station. Glad that they provide the hoses, but 2 dumps for 256 sites, it can be a while, so be patient. Let's check out the restrooms. So you'll find this restroom serves at least 2 of the, I guess you kind of call them subdivisions, little camping areas, about 20 sites in each, cul-de-sac at the end. Information board, there's your snake news updates. There are no local populations of poisonous snakes in the state park. There you go, that's good information to have. Let's go check out the restroom. Does this work? Does this work? Ew, nope, not really. Okay. All right, here we go. We've got some decent flooring. Some cinder block walls. Hi guys, I can see myself in the mirror. That's better than the last place I was, huh? 3 sinks, couple of toilet stalls, and you have 2 showers. Showers are very nicely tiled. 1 hook here. That's about all you're going to get, but a little seat. and a shower curtain. Overall, looks pretty nice. Water pressure was pretty good. And this is the larger shower stall. So you've got a seat over here and a little bit more room. But pretty nicely done. Some extra hooks up on top here, considering it's cinder block wall. Things are looking pretty clean. I'm also filming this on the 4th of July, so it's people have moved out, and I'm sure they haven't had a chance to clean everything up right away because, boy, it's been a crazy day in terms of folks headed out of the park. So lots and lots of cleaning up campsites to do. Overall, it's a pretty decent restroom. There is a laundry room in the park. It is well hidden, so I'm at the very back end. I just saw a sign. Highest site number was 256. That's a lot of campsites. So this is the shelter building. We had ice cream social held there over the 4th of July weekend, but in this building is a little laundry room. Now clearly this is definitely a weekender type of campground, so I just told you there were 256 sites that I could count, and you have a couple of washers and a couple of dryers, just $1 each. So not a whole lot of facilities, but this does again seem to attract a lot of locals here for the weekend. Don't seem to be a lot of laundry needs. I haven't seen anybody using these, so I am glad about that, which means I can use them before I head on out of here. But it is nice to have a separate laundry room in the campground. That's always a plus. And it looks like back here there's a basketball court and some picnic tables, gathering areas here in the back. But again, this is at the very back end of the campground, the shelter house. So that's what you're looking for. Building number 8. You know, this is one of the biggest parks I might have stayed in. I almost missed this. I'm right by the shelter house, and this is where they do have some events, some social gatherings. And if you've got kids, there's a pretty nice playground here. In fact, you're going to find quite a few play areas in the state park itself. There's some kids having a good time. So this is pretty cool. Very cool area. It's not being used today, but again, we're on a holiday. Most people have left the park, and we've got a heat advisory. But that is again, we're back at the rear of the campground by the shelter house, the shelter building. The main hiking and biking trail in the campground is a little bit difficult to find. It is, before you see the sign, it says sites 119 to 144. You're going to see this paved pathway, emergency and authorized vehicles only. Yes, this is the biking trail, the walking trail, little map of the hiking trails. So again, you have a very nice pond and some folks out here fishing. You can take this trail, I did, all the way to the waterfront. A bit of a walk, easy bike ride. Probably about 2 miles or so up to the Lake Erie waterfront. And just a really very nice trail. Highly recommended if you've got a bike. Take your bike and got a fishing pole. Might want to try some fishing too. Very nice Nicely done. And hello, Lake Erie. This is the beach side. It's late afternoon, early evening on the 4th of July. Some activity, but things are dying out. I'll tell you, if you want to have a nice walk in the morning, quiet, you're going to have this beach all to yourself. The bike trail, walking trail, comes out right over there where my camera is aimed. I'll tell you though, if you're going to spend your day here, you're probably going to want some chairs and coolers and lots and lots of parking here, so you probably want to drive down here. This is a very big park. That bike trail, in fact, I am going to, at the end of this video, I did my GoPro of the bike ride, so if you want to see the bike ride, you're welcome to watch that video of the bike path. So here we go, Lake Erie. Okay, so this is a mammoth park. I'm at the top of the hill by the amphitheater, and just going to show you around. There's a large swimming area with a beach on one of the lakes, and you've got another lake. That one looks like it's maybe more for fishing. Alright, gonna circle around because over here you have a marina and a lodge, and the nature center is in that direction as well. And here we are at Lake Erie. So give you some perspective of the various areas that there are in this park. The swimming hole seems to be probably the most popular at this time of day. Lots to do, and it would probably take me an hour of a video to cover all of it in detail. So now you've got a really good overview. I haven't seen any events in the amphitheater, so I'm not sure what that is used for. But that would be a great way to spend the evening. Let's go check out the lodge and the nature center. Let's look at the nature center just to give you some perspective. There's the lodge, and to the front and right is the Troutman Nature Center. It is closed at this hour of the day. I'm told it's quite nice. I have not been in there yet. It is on my rainy day to do plans. Again, pretty easy bike ride. If you want to bike ride here, a little bit longer if you're walking it. Very accessible. Oh, that's pretty noisy. Sounds like bullfrogs. So it's like I said, it is closed at the moment. Let's see if we can find the hours. 12 to 4 on Sunday, 10 to 4 Monday through Saturday. A list of some of the events. Really good activities, especially for kids. Hey, you can try out archery, nature nights, campground creature features. So some pretty cool stuff, and some very nice surroundings. A little gazebo, monarch gazebo, and some picnic areas, as well as it looks like a boardwalk, hiking trail, a little walking trail. So hey, let's peek on down here since we have a little bit of time yet. A sight impaired trail. Beware of poison ivy. Wow, look at this. Isn't this cool? Beautiful, beautiful landscape. Yes, definitely worth checking out, folks. So head on over to the Nature Center, take a little walk on the boardwalk. Wow. Very, very nice. I'm impressed. Cool, cool, cool. Two things before I forget. I am not a golfer, so almost forgot to tell you that there is a golf course. Golf shop. So if you are into golfing, that's something that you can do here. And the other thing before I forget is that the speed limit, there's some recycling here, bottles and cans. The speed limit on the roads here is 20 miles per hour, and you want to pay attention to that. This weekend, each day, I have seen the local rangers, law enforcement, whomever has that responsibility, pull over speeders. So keep that in mind, 20 miles per hour, or you could get an unpleasant surprise. The state park has a really very big and nice, at least from the outside, lodge. And if you've got friends who don't want to be camping out, who want the comfort of a hotel-like room, have them check out the lodge. Beautiful grounds in the back. Very nice swimming pool I saw. The other reason I want to show this to you is, hey, you know, you've had a long day, you went biking, you went walking, you went swimming. Now you need some ice cream. It's in there. There's a little cafe to the right, and you can find hand-scooped ice cream. So always want to leave you with a tip of where you can find your ice cream. In addition to the lodge, this park has cottages. Now, they look pretty big from the outside. I don't know how many people they can accommodate, but this looks like a very big cottage to me. And you've got, see if we can sneak back here. This one looks unoccupied, but you have a nice seating area in the back. Let me peek under here. You don't mind, do you? Let's see what we can see. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. So you've got a nice sitting area in the back, and it looks like you've got a screened-in room, screened-in porch in the back, and just a very nice view of the trees. This is over by the golf course, so if you're looking for a cottage and maybe renting a family unit, this might be something to check out.